Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Monday, the 27th of January, and I'm just going to do a quick update on the fish, the pond build, and regards the shed front and roof I'm going to replace. Regards the fish, they're looking well. Not had any bother with this Shishui. We're going off into that corner on its own when it was cold. He's just there now and it seems fine. So I don't know what that were all about, because it is shallow there and it was cold. Nothing else to report with them. They just seem happy. I finished the pond last Sunday, I think it was. Saturday or Sunday, and what I said I was going to wait and wait till the gel coat goes off. Well, I got myself a bit of storage and I've managed to start clearing my shed, so I can put myself a new shed roof on and a new front. Probably put that on video as well, because I'm going to fiberglass the shed roof. But yeah, it don't look like I've emptied it here, like, but I have nearly filled a decent sized garage, but going to try and get along with this in the next couple of weeks, and then I can start building the other grow on I'm planning on doing. I'll take you onto the front now and just show you the pond and how it looks. Yeah, so here we are on the front, and last video I did, I was going to tell you about the problems of building a pond on your front garden, but I got disturbed by somebody and I never got round to it. I was going to tell you what was going off. Obviously mine's on the garden's on a slope anyway, so when you're digging the hole out, trying to get it right, level and everything is a problem, because you just, when you look at it, you just think you've got deeper one side than another. These statue and the plant there I've put so it hides the pond a little bit. Another thing about having a pond on the front is the noise when the waterfall's going in. Now this is a problem, obviously going to be a problem for the neighbours at night time when they've got the windows open. If there's too much splashing, could keep them awake. I know some people say they like the noise of water, but probably not at 3 o'clock in the morning when you're not feeling up to it. Also, one of the big problems I've got is I live near a school, and the school's got from nursery kids right through to 11-year-olds, and I don't want them coming down garden looking in pond. When I had kids myself at home and we built the little blue pond at the side there, friends of my kids would come down and look at pond, but it was nowhere as deep as this one is. So basically I'm trying to hide it a little bit at the front. I'm going to put some insulation in that off around the pond, and then probably put some, I might try decking board or some tongue and groove instead of putting a fiberglass panel on, which I was thinking of doing. But because we're near the school, I'm going to put a lid on it with a metal grid on, so they can't get in, and I will lock it down. I'll just make sure they can't open it up. It is a worry because it is deep, but I am aware of the problems we could have. One of the lads who helped me move it came down and had a look the next morning. But what we did, we moved it at 11:30 on Saturday. I'd organised 6 people to come and move it, but a couple of them got here a bit earlier. We moved it up to halfway up the drive there, put some boards across, and then we laid some planks into the pond. I'd got all that ready when they got here, and 3 of us just pushed it across towards the pond, towards the hole, and I'd actually put 4 layers of sand down in the hole, so when the bottom supports went in, the gap, there were probably a 2-inch gap. When it went in, it sat on the sand and the supports. So, but we just dropped it in. Excuse me. When one of the other lads turned up, and we managed to lift it and drop it into place just before of us. So when my son and grandkids turned up, it were already done. So what I'll do, I'll just show you around what I've tried to do. I'm trying to get the best feel for what I'm going to do. So I've put a little border there for putting some plants in, and I've put gravel down the side, right down the side there. I'll just show you from the other side because probably a better view. As you can see, I've cleared the little pond out. I may have made an hole in it with a spade just up there, but I can soon repair that. Yeah, so actually quite pleased with it, except for the fact that I've got a bit of leaching. I did a bit of I'd missed a bit and a flow coat, and I went in the daylight, repaired the bit I missed, and I mixed a bit too much up, so I thought, oh, I'll just pop a bit on that, and where it's really thin, it's leached a bit. So this morning I actually came out, drained the pond down so much to show the leaching, and I was going to show you how to get it off. I believe it's wax, but it's coming out the flow coat when you've got it really thin, or it's not cured properly. Now there's a lot of debate about what it really is, but I actually had got a piece here and I rubbed it away, but it does tend to, when you rub it with salt, it gets rid of the leaching, the white, but it does dull the pond a bit. But if I hadn't to fill this back up, I'd got it down, and it's mainly on the edges of where you've done a repair, where the flow coat's really thin. I've never worried about it, to be honest. I've seen it done, before, leaching, gone and rubbed it with a bit of salt. People try acetone, they try all sorts, but to be fair, I actually saw somebody do a pond themselves, and they rang me and asked me to go and have a look. And I said, oh, you've got leaching all over the place, you've put water in too early, I think. He says, well, what'll happen? I says, I don't think anything will, but that's my opinion, because he put fish in the next day and never lost one. But don't take that as read. Don't take it that I've said the fish not die. We'll find out, because I put some salt in bottom because it's really bad where I did the square, so I could get out with a ladder. And where I've gone onto there, you can see brush strokes how thin it is. So I'll try and show you that if we get it a bit better. If I can get a good view on it tomorrow, I'll pop a little short up just to show you. But I am expecting to the pond side of the pond where I've filled it to sink a little bit. You can see where I've gone on the support round that side with the gravel. I expect that to drop a bit, and then I can put the boarding on. But what I have decided, or we've decided, me and the wife, Hilary, we're going to leave this pond as it is. I'm going to take them copings off of that end, and I'm going to put the filters for the big pond on there, and the UVs and whatever on that side, and then I'm just going to go back to my old filter system on this, because it were alright, it didn't have any problems with it. Now this pond, what I've built, there's no holes in it at all, there's no overflow, there's no holes for the water to go back in or anything. I'm leaving it as it is until I'm sure that everybody in is happy with it, and I don't get no complaints from anybody, and I can make a nice top to keep the kids out of it if they do come down. I don't expect them to, but I am going to install some security just for this pond, so I do get a warning on my phone if anybody comes down and has a look. But as far as showing you the leaching, I can't do that, but basically all it looks like is a white line showing up on the black flow coat, and I will try and show it you, but I'm not going to do any more to it. I'm going to leave it as it is, and I'm going to put fish in it, and if they live, then people will know that it's alright to do it. But it's their choice, it's their risk. So I'm going to leave it at that because it's getting dark, and it is the 5th time I've tried to do this video. So I hope you have a good evening, and bye for now.